Hasan Piker is just, he's anti-American, he's anti-Israel, he's anti-Jewish, he's anti-anything sane. And yes, he's a little bit handsome and he thinks that he runs the world because of it, but he's so exhausting. And his latest attack is none other than Gal Gadot, who won the Genocide Prize from Israel, which is like the highest award that you can receive. Very exciting. And he basically went after her. But I actually don't care that he went after her. That's his prerogative. He can do what he wants. It bothers me that this guy was given a Variety magazine special. Okay? By the way, this is one of the statements that he makes. I abhor anti-Semitism, and I've spent my entire professional media career combating it. I just happen to be anti-Israeli. Oh, really, Hasan Piker? You're just anti-Israeli. You're not anti-Semitic. It's the same thing, you dumb shice. But whatever, we'll get to that in a second. This is a piece from Hasan Piker's interview, and guess what? Surprise, surprise, Ben Shapiro decided to go after him. Thank you, Ben Shapiro. We love you, and we appreciate you. Hasan Piker calls Gal Gadot a dog-shit actress and quips, she has no business being at the Oscars for the crime of what she has done to not only the DC franchise, but really any movie she's been a part of. All jokes aside, he continued, Gal Gadot serves an important role in normalizing Israel not as not a fascist ethno-state, but instead a place where a lot of beautiful women come from. And those beautiful women happen to serve in the IDF because there's also this weird sexualization of the forces as well that takes place. And it plays another role in normalizing Israel and its activities and actions and whitewashing it. First of all, yes, Israeli women are beautiful. Does it hurt to be you, Hasan, that your women are probably not as beautiful as us? But Hasan is just revolting. He's making it sound like the IDF intentionally brings in beautiful women so we can manipulate the world with... They don't stop. These people don't stop. And the fact that Variety magazine was willing to report this, as if this is normal. This Twitch streamer who has been abusing this dog, who calls for literal violence, as we've reported, where he tells people, like, go out there and, I don't know, slit capitalist throats. Do you guys remember that quote of his, which was just disgusting in and of itself? Variety decides to celebrate him. And obviously this guy's a supporter of Mamdani and hates all Jews and pretends that he doesn't. Let's hear what Ben Shapiro has to say about this, because, as always, he's got a bit of a voice of reason, whereas I'm just annoyed.
Spending the last few days. Apparently, he went to China, and while he was in China, he decided that he was going to blather about how America is terrible in a country that legitimately censors everything you do, kills its opposition, runs them over with tanks. This was Hasan Piker literally in Tiananmen Square, where protesters against the Chinese government were murdered, talking about American patriotism.
I don't have any sort of patriotism in my heart for America, but just in general. I'm not like a very, I care about people.
Okay, well, I mean, if that is the choice that Americans are put to, and if Democrats continue to embrace this sort of radicalism, then, I think the Democrats are in some real trouble here. And the fact is, Hasan Piker is, of course, fairly close with Zohran Mamdani, the new mayor-elect of New York. He was at his party, his victory party in New York, where he was going around literally telling camera people that it was a tragedy that the Soviet Union had collapsed. And so radicals are, in fact, taking over the Democratic Party. There's no question.
Are taking over. And I think it's abhorrent that an organization or a company like Variety are out there trying to normalize this guy. He says on camera with no shame, I'm not for America. I'm just not pro-American. And he supports Mamdani, which obviously means that he isn't. But he goes out there calling Gal Gadot a dog shit. And then he says, I abhor anti-Semitism. And I've spent my entire professional media career combating it. Your entire professional media career combating it? That's so interesting. I don't seem to remember a lot of your media career being focused on combating anti-Semitism. I can name a whole bunch of people whose media careers have been focused on combating anti-Semitism. You are not one of them. I just happen to be anti-Israel. This is dangerous. It's just dangerous that Variety magazine, which is seen as taking these people and celebrating and then really giving them a platform, is so comfortable sharing this kind of content. Remember, their content's highly edited. They don't take every single word from an interview, but they were very happy to say the stuff about Gal Gadot. Very happy to just be like, yeah, she's a dog shit actress. And the IDF go out there and they bring in beautiful women to manipulate us. You know what you sound like, Hasan? You sound a little jealous. You sound like you kind of wish an Israeli woman would fall in love with you. Unfortunately for you, despite the fact that you are good looking, it's not really going to happen that way. It's just not going to happen. You ain't going to get an IDF woman. Never. I don't think ever. If they know anything about the things you say. Maybe you'll have somebody who's willing to close your mouth with tape and therefore talk to you as long as you don't respond. That's potentially possible. But other than that, you ain't getting no Israeli woman. You're jealous of Gal Gadot and her success because she's bigger and more famous and probably richer than you. And you're out there pushing anti-American propaganda and being celebrated for it. And it is a very, very scary indicator of what is yet to come. Thank you for your attention to this matter.